so low. It was incredible. Now they've come back, and all of a sudden they think they're going to get top four, and they've got a real chance of trying to get closer to the bigger sides. And rightly so, because Bale coming in, it fills you full excitement if you're a Spurs fan. When you think of Harry Kane and Son, players that are probably not even going to play, like Lucas Moura and Bergwijn. They need strength in other departments, yes, but still bringing Bale in, it gives them a massive lift.
It's what they need, isn't it? After that display against Everton, it's what the club needed.
It is, Mark, but as Darren said, they've got to manage him correctly. You know, he's come with a knee injury, so we're surmising that's, what, 3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah, so it's after the international break. So it's October the 17th. Might be
so then he's
Bale and Tottenham, be West Ham and the Merseyside derby.
So then he's going to need a pre-season.
Yeah.
So if he's out for 4 weeks, he's going to need, I don't know, 2-3 weeks to try and get up to speed. So don't try and rush him back too quick, because what you wouldn't want to do, if you're Jose and a Tottenham fan watching Gareth Bale come back, is him picking up an injury early on. Yeah. It's just going to set him back so much.
Bale, Kane, Son. How about that for a front three?
Listen, it sounds absolutely delightful. But I honestly can't see us seeing the best of Bale, a fully fit Bale, till after Christmas, maybe going into the new year. Because, as you said, he's got a lot of time to make up. He's not played consistent football for so long. And La Liga is completely different to the Premier League.
There might be 1 or 2 panicking. Dele Alli, are you going to start?
Sure,
Bergwijn,
absolutely.
Lucas
That's
Moura.
completely what you want, competition for places.
Exactly.
It says a lot about the Premier League, though. Still the attraction of the Premier League. So you've got Bale at Tottenham and you've got Alcantara at Liverpool. Chelsea against Liverpool tomorrow is a fabulous game on paper. Arguably so, because we've talked a lot about Kepa, and Chelsea's defence isn't the most robust. And Liverpool, the champions, have conceded 21 in the last 13 games. So it's going to be 0-0, obviously. But, you know, you look at it and you think, actually, this could be a fantastic game.
Yeah, I mean, these two played out a fantastic game as well. I think it was last season.
Right at the end, yes.
So I could see it being similar to that, because you're right. We're seeing mistakes from Liverpool defenders like Van Dijk that we didn't see for like 18 months. But all of a sudden, he's making mistakes. We see the goalkeeper makes mistakes. So it's going to be an interesting game, but you have to fancy Liverpool.
That's one of them, innit, where you sit in and you just get your popcorn. And
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't moving.
No,
I'm not moving, I'm watching
I'm not doing any jobs, I'm watching that.
No jobs.
I mean, we talk a lot about what's going on with Chelsea, and obviously Chilwell's injured. We haven't seen Thiago Silva yet, so it's still Kepa's still in goal.
Problem.
It is still the Chelsea defence about whom we've had a lot of discussions.
Yeah, and it seems that it's only a matter of time before Mendy comes in, the goalkeeper. Kai Havertz needs a little bit of time. He didn't have his best game against Brighton, but Werner, I thought, looked razor sharp. So it takes a little bit of time. And I think the worry watching Chelsea against Brighton is they didn't control the game particularly well. It was a basketball game. You know, Frank wouldn't want that. He'd want them control games, especially when you've got Kante in there and Jorginho. You want to control the games a little bit better. But this one, it just screams the goals, doesn't it?
Yeah. Werner's ready, isn't he? He went, I've never played against 3 big defenders before, like he did at Brighton. It's like, welcome, this is how we do it here. But it looks like he's got the intelligence to adapt quite quickly, doesn't it, to our game?
He's so sharp. I mean, he doesn't need to be, you know, one of them strikers that backs into defenders and all that. The way he plays on the shoulder, he's got that much speed and pace about him. All it takes is someone on the half turn, a little slide running behind, and he'll get in for fun. And they've got the players to do that. You know, it's Havertz or Mount, these type of players, they can just roll him in and he'll thrive in that kind of service.
I'd imagine Jurgen Klopp's having a bit of a laugh at all of us, because everyone's going, why haven't you strengthened? You always strengthen Liverpool when you win the league. And he's gone, bang, Alcantara for 20 million, and now Diogo Jota, who is a brilliant addition and alternative to the front three when he needs him. How good are those 2 signings?
I mean, Thiago kind of speaks for itself. He is a top player, and he has been for so long. I mean, the slight concern I have is that he's not played, I think, over 20 games for a long time in a season. So, again, the Premier League is a tough league. But with Jota, I absolutely love him. What a player he is. And to have him as a backup, because now, when Mane maybe drops out or Salah, the drop-off in quality isn't that great anymore. So I think Jota would fit in very, very well.
Yeah, Thiago's going to have a big shirt to fill, Mark, number 6.
There's Jota, a big smile from our new number 20, not surprised.
Welcome to the number 6 club at Liverpool.
Oh, well, some very fine players have played number 6.
I'd advise him to leave the 6 alone and maybe try and take the 7. Hey, but what a player. I mean, Darren talks about Modric. I mean, every now and again, you get that type of player where you just go, what a player. Range of pass.
Will it change the way they play in midfield, do you think? Because they've never been a particularly creative midfield, have they? Their creativity has often come from their
industry,
fullbacks.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Liverpool's industry.
Yeah, and the fullbacks do a lot of the creativity. Will it just change the way they are a little bit?
A little bit, but I think what teams will do against Liverpool this season, they'll sit off them a little bit more. They'll be more respectful of the champions, so therefore they'll sit off. So if you're, you know, industrious and you're keeping hold of the ball, but you're not really going anywhere, like Arsenal in the Community Shield, you can get some joy. Now, all of a sudden, you add Thiago to that, who you get him on the ball, and he bypasses that midfield and starts hitting a range of pass and fires balls in. You'll see him play loads of no-look passes into Firmino's feet. He's an unbelievable player. It's like a player that you just love to just... When the game's going on, you just want to watch him and go, let's just see how he does it.
Superb, absolutely superb.
And the thing with Jota is that they've done incredibly well, though, front three, to stay fit, haven't they?
Yeah.
And Origi's had his moments, of course he has, but actually you're now going, Jota is now the first cab off the rank, quite clearly, isn't he? And it's asking a lot for those three to stay fit every time again this season.
Well, now it gives Jurgen Klopp the opportunity to actually rest certain players. Mane and Salah, they played a lot of football, and he has been fortunate with no injuries. But with someone like a Jota as well, you can go, you know what, let me bring Mane out the firing line, give him a little rest, and Jota will slot in, and it'll be just as effective because we've seen him score goals. He was brilliant last season. As I said, it came under the radar because I didn't even hear anything of it. Bang, Jota's in the building. Superb signing.
Unbelievable. Great stories already, aren't there?
Great.
Fantastic anticipation.
Absolutely fascinating.
Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed, gents. Darren, great to see you. Thank you, Don. As ever, so much football to look forward to tomorrow. Make sure you enjoy it with us. And that game is a mouth-watering one, isn't it, at Stamford Bridge? Chelsea against Liverpool with their new signings, the champions. So enjoy the football over the weekend. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.